Hi, this is Pixel PI, and this is a continuation of the demo Let's Play that I did quite a while ago. I'm sorry it's been so long. So if you haven't seen that, I'm going to link it in the top right here, or if you don't remember it anyway. It's a good idea to check it out before watching this so you can understand what the story has been so far. Just to give you a little context, this game is about Pixel PI, who is a private investigator, and she somehow got her memories erased. So she has to piece up the past by solving old police cases with the help of a strange and probably suspicious robot named Ethan. Yeah. A small disclaimer, I received this game for free from the developer. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue. All right. So I hope I managed to leave it off kind of where we had left off at the previous video. So we are investigating a murder of Bernie. Bernie was a reporter, and she probably got too close to some information that would incriminate somebody. So this person, Alex, is our primary suspect in this murder, who is probably a paid assassin. And in the investigation, this person, who is an anonymous investigator, private investigator as well, seems to have come with information about Bernie's murder and giving some kind of evidence that Alex is indeed the culprit. Let's see. Alright, so this is kind of where we had left off in the previous video. We discovered that this is the robot that the private investigator was using to transmit, to simulate an image to discuss with the police. So this is a custom-made robot that interacts with the police on behalf of the anonymous PI. The robot appears to be custom-built, one of a kind, probably built by the PI himself or a close collaborator. So it's important to understand here that this one is unique, and Ethan looks just like him, or just like it. So, understandably, Pixel is going to be very suspicious. What is this? I knew it. You are a spy. You belong to the anonymous PI and you were sent here to spy on me. Did you have something to do with my memory loss? Start talking right now. I don't remember having a previous owner, Pixel. You checked my memory. You know it's been corrupted. Then tell me what you think it means that you were created by an anonymous PI, considering I've just been hacked and my memory is deleted and I didn't used to own a robot. In fact, I hated robots. I think that means that you and the anonymous PI became friends and I was his gift to you. I know we have been working together for a while, so getting hacked and having your memories deleted is probably unrelated. That's a stretch, really. Quite a stretch, if you ask me. I'm suspicious too. Are you stupid? Or do you think I'm stupid? I think I was investigating the same people who Bernie was investigating. I was smarter than Bernie and made sure they couldn't kill me, but they somehow got hold of some state-of-the-art technology that allowed them to delete my memories. Could be. I think the anonymous PI was working for them and he sent you to monitor me and make sure I didn't remember anything. Oh my. You're wrong. You are ignoring some important pieces of evidence. Oh really? Like what? Well, for starters, your explanation isn't considering what we know about the anonymous PI. He was helping the police catch Alex, and pointed the police to look for the group that hired him to kill her. In fact, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't know we were dealing with an illegal organization, or why someone wanted Bernie dead. Kind of makes sense indeed. Kind of. He's not wrong about that, but... And also, I let you access my system and I'm willing to do it again. Would a spy robot do that? I would have just hidden somewhere in your room and spy you from there if that was my goal. Okay. What do I do? Do I trick him into letting me shut him down? Think, Pixel. Why do I have a robot that belonged to the anonymous PI? Is it really possible we collaborated? Oh, this is so frustrating. You raise some good points, Ethan, which in itself is suspicious. You haven't been the smartest companion. I'm still not sure what to make of any of this. But if you are not a spy, then you would not mind if I disabled all of your antenna, so you can't possibly communicate with anyone else, right? I don't care. Go ahead. Pixel inspects Ethan's internal antennae, noticing they were already disabled. Oh, I see. Why didn't you tell me your antennae were disabled? I didn't notice it. How is it possible to not notice your antennae aren't working? Are you not trying to look stuff up on the internet? Are you always not connected? Wait, are you not always connected? Not really. Whatever. I don't trust you, Ethan, but you are harmless. I need more information to understand how you ended up with me. Not to mention why I lost my memories. Let's try with the next case on the list. Let's set up case ID 2398471-2-J. Okay. New clue unlocked. William. Interview topic John's murder. Oh my, so many murders. Let's check the clues first. The anonymous private investigator's letter. So, private investigator, colloquially known by the police officers as the hologram detective or the anonymous PI, sent a message to the agents in charge of this case on July 18th. It reads, I will not be able to send my robot to interview with you about this case. This is garbled. However, I learned a lot about this case and I need to share with you my findings. I've been following somebody for a while. More stuff, connections, blah blah blah. I have reasons to believe blah 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 killed John. I'm certain blah 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 will use blah 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 to get away with it. So much blah blah blah. For that reason I wanted to be part of the investigation, blah blah blah. If you have trouble blah blah blah, interrogate blah 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 thoroughly. Blah 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 killing blah blah blah. Oh my. Blah 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 look into blah blah blah. That's scary. William's recanted police report. William reported John to the police on the 13th of July, accusing him of something. William later recanted his accusation. William. Oh, this is William, and this is John. John is the victim in this case. He owns a trading card store. He's smiling. So nice. William, a neighbor of John's, resides directly to the east of John's house, with his backyard serving as the only separation between the two properties. So, to the east. Okay. Unknown criminal organization. Yeah, so it was revealed in the previous case that the person who was responsible for Bernie's death was some kind of very dangerous criminal organization. A criminal organization that operates in the black market. They sent a paid assassin to kill Bernie, the journalist investigating them. And this is the other case, the first one that we discovered. Bernie was investigating the black market and was killed by Alex, a paid assassin hired by some criminal organization. Why wasn't he arrested? Why was this case relevant to Pixel before losing her memories? Yes, Pixel is actually re-investigating some cases that she had been working on and checking out her notes and everything else. Yeah, okay. Let's do the interview with William. So William, okay, John's murder, neighbor of the victim. We usually ask them, who are you? Maybe they give us more information. My name is William. Okay. How old are you? I'm 63. Okay. Doesn't look an age over 30. Where do you live? Where do you lie? The question was not asked by the interviewer. So what we're doing here is part of the game mechanics. We have an encrypted police interview with this person or with other people of interest, with suspects and so on, and we do not have the key to decrypt them, but we can ask the same questions, and by asking those questions we will receive the answers. The answers will be decrypted. This is kind of how it works. And if they lie, we can also debunk something, a statement, and if we do that, we will have to use one of the clues that we had received in order to prove that the first statement was wrong and get a correction. Okay, so what is your connection with John? Okay, I didn't know John very well. We only talked a few times. What did you and John talk about? We talked about the weather, our gardens, and trading cards with John. Okay. What do you know about the murder? Oh, okay. And a local newspaper. Let's see. So, I heard a loud noise coming from outside that sounded like a gunshot. Okay, we have a lot of clues. When I heard the first gunshot, I went outside to investigate. I met the neighbor across the street, Louis, who was also concerned by the noise. Then I came back inside and heard the second gunshot, which sounded much closer. Okay. When I heard the second gunshot, I called the police to report the gunshots. So this is called the police was made by William at the time of the reported second gunshot. We can debunk this one if it has an exclamation mark. But let's review the clues first. Okay. I should talk to him as well. Bullets. So, the two bullets from the gunshots heard at around 9 p.m. Bullet A was found inside the victim's living room, close to the western window. So we have another connection to the cardinal to the cardinal points, right? To the western window. And we know, what was it? William is to the east, right? Okay, bullet B was found stuck in the outside of William's west wall. One of the two bullets killed John. So if it was close to the western window inside the living room, it must have been shot from the inside, I suppose. Bullet B, and they look different by the way, on the outside of William's west wall. This is more in line with being shot by William. One of the two bullets killed John. Okay. Louis. Brother Louis. Louis is a neighbor of John. They live across the street from each other. And the local newspaper. Okay. Local dog saves the day. Yay! Local dog Sammy found a missing child in the park. Oh, nice. What's going on with the street lights? Oh, there are some streets here that also don't have any lights, and it's scary. The city council is investigating the recent street light failures. How nice, we're not getting anything fixed around here. Newspaper delivery service is looking for new employees. Local Battle Monster TCB player wins regional tournament. Battle Monster. So I think that's kind of a Pokemon kind of thing, but you know, without saying Pokemon. I don't know. Nina, a local player, won the regional tournament held on FIP Saint Remy the 14th of July, surprising everyone with a rare card rumored to be worth a fortune. Oh, I think we have some kind of a motive here. Let's ask about Nina. Let's talk to him. We just decrypted a new piece of evidence. There were two bullets found around the crime scene. We should be able to debunk William's argument that he couldn't have shot John. Do we know who Louis is? He decrypted a new interview about this. Oh, we decrypted a new interview about this Louis guy. Great, let's see what we have here. So, I'd like to go back to William and debunk that. Where is it? So this is what I meant earlier. We can debunk a statement by selecting the evidence, and then writing an explanation about what exactly makes this a false statement relating to the evidence. So your house is to the east of John's house, and the second bullet was found on the outside west wall. See. What? Your debunk failed. Try a different statement. Let's go back to the interview and see what we can find out from Louis. Maybe we can get something else. Okay, Louis, John's murderer, neighbor of the victim. We also have these statements. Okay. Who are you? My name is Louis. How old are you? We didn't ask what he does for a living. He's 58. What's your I'm a music composer. At the moment, I'm working on the music for a new movie. Can't say which, I'm afraid. Rumors online say Lou is working on the soundtrack for Spider-Man 4. Wow. Okay. Is that relevant though? What do you know about John? I don't know a lot about John. He owns some kind of game store in the city. What do you know about the murder? What? Where were you at the time of the murder? Let's see if they ask this. Okay, we have 3 statements. The night of the incident, I was home, right across the street from William's and John's houses. I was composing a track, playing the piano in my living room. I couldn't have killed John. I was at home when both gunshots were fired, and there's no line of sight between my property and the inside of John's living room. The police confirmed there was no line of sight between Louis' house and John's living room. I presume because it was right across the street. Okay. What do you know about William? Okay, William is my neighbor across the street. I don't know much about him really, even though we have been neighbors for a few years now. So we have a list of information that we can inquire about. When they saw, well, I tried relationship to the victim. Let's try to ask directly, what is your relationship with John? I didn't know John personally, I only knew him by sight. We just waved at each other when we saw each other outside. What did you hear at the time of the murder? Maybe they asked this. I heard a gunshot. Okay, let them all appear. Okay. So, I heard a gunshot. I went outside to see what was going on. I saw William leaving his house almost at the same time, so I went to talk to him. Okay. I talked with William for a few seconds. We just agreed that the noise was a gunshot and that he would call the police. We then each went to our respective homes. A few seconds after I got back inside, I heard a second gunshot. I assumed that William had called the police, so I stayed inside looking at the windows until the police arrived. What else do we talk about? Conflict. Oh, let's see. Do you get along well with John? Louis' dog. Oh, I never had any serious conflict with John, but one time he accused my dog Sammy of stealing another neighbor's rake and taking it to his home. It was ridiculous. Okay, so he's the owner of Sammy. Could I do this? Tell us about Sammy. I live with my dog Sammy. Does John like Sammy? I know we have some clues, but they were not. So. We have motive. I'm just joking, of course, that's not a good enough motive. Let's see the clues. Sammy. Louis' dog named Sammy is a golden retriever. Okay. Let's go back to the interviews. Let's ask William similar stuff. What's your occupation? Okay. I'm retired, but I still do some work as a collectibles picker. What is a collectibles picker? I mean, no. Wow. A collectibles picker is someone who finds and buys valuable items from other people and resells them for a profit. Okay. Picker. Did you find any interesting collectibles lately? Wonder if that was asked. No. We could ask what kind of collectibles? As a collectibles picker, I pick a variety of items including antiques, vintage toys, trading cards, firearms, and other collectibles. Firearms? Do you own any firearms? Do you collect anything? Okay. Let me see. What is your relationship with John? Oh, okay. I clicked upwards trying to get the previous question so that I could edit it, and old habits. Okay, what is your relationship with no, he's William. Sorry, Louis. That's how you spell it, right? Louis is my neighbor across the street. We just have short conversations when we meet outside. Did you hear Louis play the piano? On the night of the murder, I would say. Oh. Location. Where were you during the murder? The night of the incident. Okay. I was at home. I was watching TV. I couldn't have killed John. I was at home the whole time. Louis can confirm that. And the shot actually hit my house on the outside while I was in my property. Hit your house? No, Louis and nearby neighbors confirmed the fact that William was on his property when both shots were fired. Let's try this one. hit your house. No. Could I? No. Neither of the bullets could have hit your house because trajectory doesn't match. Let's hope.
Aha!
Aha! So, I was at home the whole time. Louis can confirm that. And the shot actually hit my house. The shot. What? What the shot? William's alibi only makes sense if there had been only one shot. Wait, did I miss something? There were 2 shots the night of the murder. He argues he couldn't have fired one of them, but even if that was true, there was another shot he could have fired. His alibi is worthless. Now that doesn't mean that he is the killer. He might have been nervous or confused when he gave that argument. Well, I could have sworn that neither of those shots could have hit his house. Right? Why would it hit? Wait, clues. Oh, Williams Westwall. I'm so sorry. I misread it. I thought it was John. John's Westwall. I need to recalculate. Okay, so... Williams Westwall. John. William. So John is here. William is supposedly here, supposing they are facing north. Bullets. Williams West Wall. Williams West Wall. So John and Williams West Wall. This one has a bullet. Western window. And this is the living room of John's house. Probably could have been shot from the north. Let's say that's a bit of a stretch. By Louis. Okay, let's go. Let's see what else we could ask about. Relationship. How do you feel about John? Are you friends? Do you have any conflict with John? I never had any conflicts with John. We were always friendly to each other. Do you have any conflicts with Louis? What do you know about Sammy? Is he a good dog? Of course he's a good dog. I mean, are we even asking? He rescued a kid. Relationship to the victim. Conflict. Well, what? Are you friends with Louis? I don't know how else to ask it. Louis. Do you know about Louis' dog? think I asked about a gun. You like trading cards? We should ask about Nina. Who is Nina? Okay. I know that John was a trading card store owner. Lived alone, and he had a girlfriend named Nina who visited him often. Okay, so this is Nina. What do you say? We unlocked the interview with Nina regarding John's murder. Looks promising. Let's see it. Give me a second. I've got clues. Nina. Nina is John's girlfriend. She lives in the city, an hour away from John's house. Well, let's talk to her. An hour away from John's house, remember. Okay, what is your name, Nina? My name is Nina. How old are you, Nina? 32 years old. Okay. What is your occupation? I'm a professional Battlemaster TCG player. Those things exist? Professional players? Interesting. Also, I work as a freelance software developer. Okay. Tell us about John. John was a kind and caring person. He liked to tell dad jokes and make people laugh. He was always there for me when I needed him. Sorry, Nina. Okay, so about William. What do you know about William? An encryption layer was removed? Oh, I forgot what that meant. Let's ask again. There is still an encryption layer protecting this answer, so I need to somehow decrypt it. What do you know about Louis? He's my brother. I'm just joking. What is your relationship with John? What was? Well, John was my boyfriend. We had been dating for a few years. I lived with him on the weekends. Just on the weekends? Why were you living with him only on the weekends? Is John married? Well, even if you were married, you wouldn't just live with him for the weekends. Or maybe she travels a lot on account of her battle monsters. Tell us about the battle monsters. Battle Monster TCG is a collectible card game where players build decks of cards representing monsters to battle each other. The goal is to reduce the opponent's life points to 0. Okay. Where were you during the murder? The night John died, I was at my house. My roommate can confirm it. It's an apartment in the city, an hour away from John's house. The police confirmed her alibi with her roommate and some neighbors. Okay, then. Do you and John have any conflicts? I don't know. I didn't have any problem with John. We had a good relationship. I love him. Do you know Louis? But this is John. So Louis is a music composer. Wait. Did you buy any trading cards from William? Tell us about your recent battle monsters win. Oh. Let me see. Okay, did win any recent monster petitions? Okay. Odd. Okay. Let's check the clues again. Tournament. Okay, let's try that. Battle. Tell us about the battle monsters. Tournament. Make money playing Battle Monster TCG by winning tournaments. Okay. William reported John to the police on the 13th of July, accusing him of something. William. What happened on the 13th of July? Let's ask. Sorry. 13th July. What? About the recanted accusation. Oh. What did you accuse John of? Okay. It's kind of like a parser, you need to ask the right question. I filed a report against John because I thought John had stolen my card. But soon after I recanted the accusation and the whole thing was resolved before the murder, so I had no reason to be mad. Okay, we have a lot of clues. A new interview with William, what? A new interview with John, what? Oh, it For that case, I understand. William recanted his accusation against John a couple days before the incident. What do you say? We decrypted a new interview about William's report against John. It's from 3 days before the incident. 3 days? That has to be relevant to this case. Indeed. Mint condition Cosmun Kai card. Okay, mint condition Cosmun Kai card, part of William's collection. William reported it missing, accusing John of stealing it. Okay. Police report. William recanted his accusation against John on the 15th of July, saying he was mistaken and that he had found the card in his house. Found the card in his house. Okay. So William was accusing John of stealing a valuable, officially appraised trading card. What are you saying here, Mr. Investigator? Okay, so I've been following William for a while. If you have trouble understanding the motive, make sure to interrogate Nina thoroughly. Is she killing John? Oh no, you may be compelled to look into Louis' relationship with John. However, you will find out soon enough that's a dead end. Okay. Let's see what happened here. Do we have to ask him again what his name is and stuff like that? What is missing? Okay. We don't have to ask the name again. What is missing? Okay. So, my officially appraised battle monster card, Cosmun Kai, or I don't know exactly how this is pronounced, I'm sorry, was stolen by John. It's worth a lot of money. Why does he right away incriminate John? Or accuse John, sorry. It's worth a lot of money. It's the only known copy of the card in existence. Wow, it's very rare then. I had managed to secure a highly sought after auction slot for my card for today, but now thanks to him I have nothing to show for it. The opportunity is lost and I expect to be properly redressed. I'm a member of the network. The network? I'll not tolerate being treated like this. Hold on, what is the network? Response deleted, what? Oh. This is something. How you oh, I hope this is the spelling. The Cosmun Kai card. Okay, I bought it from a lady in a garage sale. She was selling her late husband's old stuff. Do you know the old lady? Okay. Why are you suspecting John? Okay. John stole my card. No one else knew how valuable it was. He was a collector as well, and I told him about it. The plot thickens. Okay. Do you participate? Sorry. in monster battle monster tournaments. I wonder how this game deals with typos. Do you know, Nina? Oh. Theft opportunities. When could John have stolen your card? John and his girlfriend came over for dinner the night before. I noticed it was missing. He must have taken it then. I always invited them for dinner and they always declined. Now the one time they accept to come over, my card goes missing. Do you think that's a coincidence? Do you know John's girlfriend who is trying to find some connection here? Let's check out the clues. What's this? William's auction slot. William was scheduled to auction his I keep trying to say something else. Card on the 13th of July. William failed to show up for it, resulting in a last-minute cancellation of his slot and a penalty from the auction house. Oh, including a 1-month suspension and a hefty fine. Oh my. Oh look, it's smiling. The network. That's probably a closed eye. William belongs to a secret society called the Network. Well, I'd like to know more. Let's check out the statements. Items value. Yeah, good idea, good idea. I'm not thinking like a detective, sorry. How much is the card worth? It's a very rare card and it's worth a lot of money. It's a collector's item and there are only a few in existence. I thought it was the only one. Was it? Wasn't it? It's the only known copy of the card in existence. Yeah, that's what he said. There are only a few in existence. Could I debunk something like this? Where were you keeping the card? The last time I saw my card was the day before I made the denouncement. It was in a drawer in my studio where I always keep it. So in the end he found it. What did John say about the theft or something? What happened at the auction? Okay. Let's move to John's interview. What is your name? My name is John. How old are you, John? I'm 42 years old. 42. What is your occupation? I own and manage a trading card shop. is your relationship with William? William is my next door neighbor. I barely know him. What happened on the day of the theft? I don't know how else to ask this. What happened on the 13th? Oh. Tell us about the card. Maybe he knows, okay? Okay. So, I've seen William's missing battle monster card. He showed it to me a few days ago. William's missing battle monster card is probably worth a lot of money, more than $100,000 if I had to guess. The card is very valuable because it's a rare first edition and it's in mint condition. Only a few of them exist in the world. And on top of that, it's very sought after by players because it's one of the most powerful cards in the game. Did you take the card? I mean, yes, I didn't steal William's card. Did your girlfriend steal the card? Accusations. Of course not. They didn't ask that. That's kind of weird. Tell us about your girlfriend. So, I live alone, but during the weekends my girlfriend Nina stays over. A new clue got decrypted, some rumors about John and Nina. Oh no, they apparently had a fight a few days before the incident. We should follow this lead. I want to know what they were fighting about. Clues. An eyewitnesses. Yeah, this is how it looks like. Eyewitnesses testimonies on John and Nina. Several neighbors saw John and Nina arguing in front of John's house on the 14th. Recounted. So on the 13th, William reported John to the police for stealing the card. On the 15th, he recanted the accusation. They were arguing on the 14th. News on the 18th. She wins the tournament. On the 14th. Okay. How could we ask them what happened? What? So, what is your relationship with Nina? No. You and Nina have any conflicts? Did you and Nina have a fight the 14th? Oh my goodness. Eyewitnesses say you and your girlfriend had a fight. Let's try it this way. I don't know how else to ask about it. It's like I'm trying to brute force my way into it, talking about hacking detectives. did I ask what happened? Do you and Nina get along well? I don't know how to ask it. Did Nina, or did I ask this one? I'm sure I asked it. The police didn't. Tell us about Nina. Come on. How do I ask? Oh, where were you on the 14th? Come on. Give me something. Oh. When did you last see John? Oh dear. Let's try something else. Nina, tell us about the card. I hope you know which one it is, because I'm not going to look at spelling again. Oh. The night John died. Okay, William, what is that Cosmunkai? Okay, Cosmunkai. Did you steal William's card? Come on. An encryption layer was removed. Yes, but does that mean anything? What is your relationship with William? Are you guys seeing each other? What card did you use in the tournament? Oh dear. Where were you on the 13th of July? Where were you on the 14th? Where were you 4 days ago? Do you and did you and John ever have any fights? Eyewitnesses claim you and John had a fight. Fight, of course. Come on. Seriously trying to brute force it here. Come Where do you live? Why don't you live with John? Personal interview at Nina's domicile. Did we ask Louis about Nina? Do you know Nina? Who is Nina? Spider-Man. There's the dog. I don't think Louis did it. So William, John, and Nina are all involved in trading cards in that Battle Monsters. Tell us about your recent tournament. Please. Please. Do you own any rare cards? Do you own any firearms? Do you own any weapons? What question should I ask to make you tell me? I'm sure the interviewer did not do that. Do you make a lot of money? Monkey. Three-headed monkey. Do you make a lot of money from Battle Monsters? Do you like games with parsers? I make money playing Battle Monsters. How do you win tournaments? William. What was it? Oh wait, the network. Okay. John, tell us about the network. Yes. Why wouldn't you ask about that? Nina, tell us about the network. I did not capitalize the, but I'm sure. Are you a member of the network? We won't tell anybody, just tell us. Please answer our questions, please. Do you know Sammy? Why won't you ask? Sammy is such a cool dog. We could ask William. Tell us about the auction. Maybe? Oh no. Come on. Why did you recant He hadn't done it yet, though. This is on the 13th. Oh dear. Come on. Why did you recant your accusation for John? Of John. Against John. Sorry. Tell us about your accusation against John. We already did this. I could debunk things. A call to the police was made. Where were you when you called the police? Do you own any guns, weapons, firearms? No. Why wouldn't you ask? There were there were gunshots. I mean, I don't know. I heard gunshots. Do you have any weapon? What caliber are these? It would be so much easier if we could find out details about these two bullets. For some reason they don't really look the same. This one has a different well, maybe they are the same actually. So those are markings from the impact, I suppose. This is on the outside wall, this is on the inside wall. Were you ever at William's house? Okay, what else? Why? How? What? Where? When? Something fishy. Extremely fishy about these guys. Other participants. Do you know Nina? Come on. Yeah, but do you know her personally? Do you know Nina personally? And how personally do you know her? Okay. Clearly I'm not getting through to these people. They refuse to answer my questions. I'm just joking. File the report. Why would I debunk this? I never had any conflicts. So I could, let's see if we can debunk. Yeah, we can debunk with the eyewitnesses. I think I was being silly earlier. Where is it? John. I didn't have any problem. Debunk. Eyewitnesses. Select. Eyewitnesses claim you and John had a fight. Debunk. Aha. Come on. Ask and you shall get the answers. Okay. I'm sorry, I have to admit something. I borrowed William's card to use at a tournament. Oh my goodness. The truth comes to light, finally. I was going to return it, but John found out and he was so mad at me, he yelled at me. I mean, Did you ask nicely to borrow the card? I borrowed it without asking consent. That means kind of stealing. You know. He ended up returning the card anonymously for me. I think William might have killed him and it's all my fault. No. William is a creepy old man who lives next to John. He always stares at me through the window when I'm at the pool. Ooh. And he always makes weird comments about me. He says my outfits make him act up, and that it's dangerous to dress like that around him. What? William always invited John to dinner when he knew I would be there. I always declined because I didn't want to be around him. But when he got the Cosmonkai card, he invited us over and I accepted because I wanted to see the card and yes, steal it. Finally she admits to the crime. I think William could be the killer because John was very worried about the card thing. William already thought John stole the card and was very angry about it. I've been struggling to keep competitive in the card game lately. I really hate coding, so I was desperate to make my career in Battle Monster cards work. Aww. Okay. By winning this tournament, a lot of opportunities have opened up for me. That's why I needed to borrow the card. You're still trying to sell it off as borrowing, but we know it's not borrowing. So, part of William's collection, an expensive Battle Monsters trading card. The case seems to have been broken to remove the card and put back together. Oh. Okay. Nina's tournament deck list. Nina's deck list for the tournament held on the 14th of July. It lists the cards she used in the tournament, including Cosmonkai. Okay, I see. Okay. Now then, maybe we can ask, what is your relationship with Nina? How could you not ask that? William, Nina. Creepy things. Okay. Well, what else could I ask? Okay, so the case, right? Tell us about the Cosmonkai card case. Maybe? Okay. I'm a member of the network. Let's see again. William. Could we make a statement? Nina stole your card. That's not a question, I know. The night They were always friendly. Could I select this? File the... No, it's the other way around. No, back. What do you say? I've been following William for a while because he's a member of the network, a secret society with connections to the black market. I wanted to be part of the investigation to understand how they operate within the police force. Well. If you have trouble understanding the motive, make sure to interrogate Nina thoroughly. She triggered the events that led to someone killing John. Do you think... Did John and Nina have a good relationship? Ah, finally, something. Okay, a few days ago, I think John and his girlfriend Nina had a fight. I heard them arguing loudly, and then she stormed out of the house. I did not catch what the argument was about. Okay, I've been trying to ask the game a lot of questions. I even tried a couple of debunks and they didn't work. So I suppose I'll think about it. Okay, I feel kind of stumped, so how about we ask for a hint? We should debunk William's statement that the card issue was resolved before the murder, so he had no reason to be mad. Why do you say that? Because it was cracked, right? Oh, William. It's a collectible. Give me a second, let me find it. Okay, debunk this. The card's case was broken. Also, there's something else. The auction. You had reason to be mad at John because of the auction, penalties and fees. Aha! So this is it. Sorry, I missed it. So you are right, I was angry about missing the auction for the card. However, it wasn't John's fault. I had just misplaced the card and I found it in my home the day I recanted the accusation. So I had no reason to be angry at anyone but me. The police confirmed that the missing item was in William's possession the day that he recanted the accusation. However, it was broken. The card's case was broken, which diminishes its value, I would say. Oh, come on. You had reason to be mad at John, well, to be mad, because the card's case was broken. Could have sworn it would work. So I'm still kind of stumped. Fail to match signatures. This must be it. Your card was used by Nina in a tournament.
Aha!
There we go. Okay. You are right. I was angry about missing the auction for the card, however it wasn't John's fault. And I found it in my home the day I recanted the accusation. Okay. General clues. The network. A secret society called the Network. William belonged to it. I think we have enough from this case. Nina stole William's trading card to use in a tournament, which caused William to think John stole it, so he reported it to the police. John then retrieved the card from Nina and returned it in an envelope, hoping William didn't figure out it was him. But people saw him and word got around to William, who was already mad about missing the auction. So when he saw the card's case broken inside the envelope, he probably freaked out and wanted to get back to John. People saw him? We didn't have that kind of information. I think maybe we missed something. Maybe Louis saw something. He then recanted the accusation, so it wasn't as obvious he had a dispute with John. The night of the murder, William shot him through the window from his house, then came out of his home to pretend to be worried to his neighbors. It was Louis who encountered him. He then went back inside and into his backyard and shot his house to divert the attention from the first shot. I feel bad for John. He was trying to do the right thing and protect Nina. Oh dear. Overall, the case was very simple, and the police got most of the relevant information from the interviews and the clues. So once again, the question remains, why wasn't the culprit charged? Oh. I hope the next cases shed some light into this. Well, finish case. Are you sure you want to finish this case and move on? Well, we've already seen the result, right? Yeah, let's finish the case. Okay, so in the first case we learned that Bernie was killed by a criminal organization with ties to the black market, and in the second we learned that William belonged to a secret society with ties to the black market and got away with murder. Also, we learned about this mysterious investigator who is helping the police in these cases. This is starting to stress me out. How could I ever go against an entire criminal organization, all while my memories are gone and trying to understand what the hell happened to me? I'm sure we'll find a way. I'm sure we'll find a way. Let's just focus on the next case from the list from now. I'm sure we'll find a way. Let's just focus on the next case from the list for now. Okay. So this is the next case, which we will leave for the next video. Okay? Can I save? Game saved. Well, if you made it this far into the video, thank you very much for watching, and we'll come back and see what else we can uncover about these cases. Okay? Until then, take care. Bye bye.